Yo, what's up everybody? Today I've got a review on the top of the line Phenyx Pro microphone, the PTAU-2. Now before I get started, I need to give a huge shout out to my boy Diego from Las Rocas Entertainment. He recently got in touch with Phenyx Pro and got his own set of microphones, the PTAU-2U. He also referred me over to Phenyx Pro, and they were also nice enough to send this unit out to me for my review as well. So huge shout out to you, Diego. Thank you so much, man, and thank you Phenyx Pro for sending me this set. While they did send this to me, all the views and all the testing are completely my own. Now to get started with the review, some of you guys might be wondering, why would you get this system over any of the other offerings by Phenyx Pro? Compared to the other microphones in the Phenyx Pro line, this microphone set has a ton of pro features that I'm going to be going over in this video. Now just like the PTAU-2U, this unit also has rock solid connectivity with the True Diversity system, but this microphone system has two specific categories where they really upgraded. The first is the reliability. In addition to True Diversity, this set of microphones also has a UHF ID feature, which basically blocks all other signals coming into the receiver, and it only accepts the signal that comes from this microphone. That significantly improves the amount of potential interference you can get on your microphone. The second upgrade is the actual quality of the microphone itself. With this microphone, you don't hear any more of the plosives, there's no handling noise, and overall you get a much better vocal quality with this microphone compared to some of the other budget microphones out there. Another huge plus for this microphone set is the range. Now I'm going to have a very in-depth range test coming up later in the video for any of you that are interested. But for those of you that want me to cut to the chase, in my testing, I didn't get a dropout on these until I was 430 feet away, which is absolutely crazy. And again, that's to get a single dropout. Phenyx Pro advertises a range of 328 feet, which is already crazy. And honestly, if you're a wedding DJ, you're probably never gonna use that kind of range anyways. Now talking about the range, if you saw my previous video on the PTAU-2U, then you know it's also important to me to test what the range is like when I cover up the antenna on the microphone. Basically, for handheld microphones, I find that when you hold them on the bottom versus when you hold them on the top, this significantly reduces the range. So you know I had to test it out for this set as well. My first dropout was at 130 feet. So that was super interesting, and it also showed me that this microphone set still has that same issue that when you cover up the antenna, the range significantly does drop. That being said, there aren't many situations that we're setting up over 130 feet from where someone's using the microphone, but it's always good to know about that theoretical risk, not only for you as a DJ, but also for your clients, because you never know how they're going to be holding the microphone once they get nervous. Personally, I've never owned a Shure or a Sennheiser microphone, but I'm really curious now whether those microphones do the same thing, and if I were to cover up the antenna on those microphones, how the range would be affected as well. If anyone watching this video has any experience with that themselves, drop it in the comments below and let me know. Along with the antenna issue, two other cons with this system that I noticed is one, that the menu is a little clunky and a little tedious to work through, and number two, right now this only comes in a 2 handheld configuration. So there's no lavalier or belt pack option that you can use with this system currently. But hey, keep checking the Phenyx Pro website and maybe they'll put one out soon. Now that was just a quick overview of the microphone system. Next, we're gonna do an unboxing, go through all my thoughts in detail, and then we're gonna do the range test. Let's unbox this thing and see what comes inside. So inside looks like we got a manual, 2 handheld mics, power brick, a 1/4-inch cable, a 1/4-inch to 3.5 adapter, and then we got 4 antennae for the True Diversity setup. Of course, we also have the mic receiver. Also, it's really nice of them to include 4 AA batteries. Now, taking a closer look at the handhelds, I really like the all-black, sleek look. This would look really nice and professional, especially in photos being taken at a wedding. Now this bottom screws off and you can insert the batteries in here. And over here on this side, we have the IR windows, which you use to sync it up with the receiver. And here's a first look at the receiver before we plug it in. Right off the bat, I like how it's already rack mountable right out of the box, so you don't have to attach these brackets on the side. Also, it comes with rubber feet already on the bottom as well. So if you just want to use this on the tabletop, it's ready to go for that. We'll turn this on in a second, but you can see the front is very simple. Just right off the bat, I would have liked to have a second volume knob here, just to make it easier to control both channels. But once I power it up, I'll go through how to control both channels using just this one knob, and sort of the system that Phenyx Pro has made to control both channels. Turning the receiver around, you can see we've got power over here, we've got the 4 antenna connections, and we've also got 2 XLR outs, including 1 mix out. Next, let's plug this thing in and go through the functions. Now to turn on the unit, you press the power button here on the right. You can see it's got nice and bright screens with a ton of important information. So if I wanted to adjust the microphone on channel 1, basically what I do is hold this menu button, and now I have access to the entire menu for microphone number 1. Zooming in now for a closer look at the actual menu, you can see the first option is for the volume. So this is how you actually control the volume on the receiver. You have to click into the menu and then scroll with the knob up or down to go down or up on the actual receiver volume. Next up, we have RF set and tune, which basically allows you to dial in the exact channel that you want manually. Next up, we've got the squelch feature, which I usually just keep on high. Next up, we've got the premium feature that I really think you're paying all the money for the system for, and that's the UHF ID system. None of the other Phenyx Pro microphones have this feature, and I really think this helps take its connection and reliability to the next level. With this UHF ID function, basically what it means is that this receiver will only take signal from your microphone and from nothing else. So with this feature, in addition to the True Diversity microphone, that should ensure a really solid connection where your receiver isn't picking up any additional signals from other things in the area, and you're not hearing unnecessary interference that's being picked up from signals that aren't coming from your microphone. Next, we've got the auto scan feature, which I think is hands down the most important feature you could have for any microphone you're buying. So yes, of course, this microphone set does the auto scan as well, and that's how you start it. Next, we've got a really interesting feature that only this microphone set has, and that's the spectrum analyzer. You can click spectrum, and now what it's doing is it's scanning the entire spectrum frequency in your area. And eventually it's going to give me a chart of what all the frequencies look like in my area. So when you have the auto scan feature, I mean, you don't really need this for this exact unit. But let's say you're running other wireless in the area. Now you can scan the channels in your area and see if there's any interference going on. As you can see right now where I am at, there's not much other channels being used. If there are more channels being used, you'll see like a little spike here. So right now, I'm not really in a congested area. So if you're using any other wireless that doesn't have an auto scan feature, you can use this as a tool and get an idea what the frequencies look like. The other thing I really like about having the spectrum analyzer is that you can actually see that these mics truly do auto scan for the best channel. If you're like me, sometimes I wonder if some of these mic systems actually do auto scan like they claim they do. But with this system, you know for a fact that it's got a spectrum analyzer, so you definitely know it's auto scanning. So to demonstrate that the spectrum analyzer really does work, I've turned on my microphone, and now I should expect to see a spike at that frequency. If you remember from before, there were no frequencies present, and now I'm gonna rescan with the microphone on. So here we go, I've rescanned the frequencies. You can see there's a new frequency here at 515. That's probably from somewhere in the environment. And now if I scroll over to 524, where I have my microphone set at, you can see here at 524, I've got a really strong frequency present, and that reflects where my microphone's at. Once again, you can see here the microphone's set to 524, and that's what's picking up on the spectrum analyzer as well. So that tells me that the spectrum analyzer does truly work, and for anyone that's kind of skeptical like I am, you know for a fact that this unit scans frequencies to a T. Next up, we have the transmitter settings. So this is nice because it actually lets you set what settings you want it to send over to your microphone. So I can set the dBs for my microphone. I can either have it at 0. I can also set the signal strength coming out of my microphone. So 30 is the strongest. That means the microphone itself will emit a stronger signal, but that also makes the battery on the microphone die faster. So right now I'm just going to set this to 30 and then keep an eye on how my battery life is doing on my microphone. Next up, we've got a few more minor features like the auto lock, the language, and the reset button, and that about wraps it up for the menu. Also, you can notice that both of the bars for both of the antennas are all the way up now. This is nice because it tells you the A antenna signal and the B antenna signal. What this basically will do is switch between the antenna to get you the clearest signal and least amount of interference. I also really like that it shows how much battery is left on the microphone. And you can see this little key icon here. That basically just tells me that that UHF ID feature is on and active currently. Now, if you guys have seen my previous video with testing on the PTAU-2, one of the things that I wanted to test was that when I hold the bottom of the microphone, does it cause any kind of interference with the signal? Because as you guys may know, down here is where the antenna is on the microphone. And I found that in a lot of microphone systems, when you hold the bottom, it causes the signal to be reduced. So you can see also in this microphone system, when I hold the transmitter at the bottom, the signal is starting to fluctuate and go down. When I let it go, the signal goes back to normal, but when I hold the bottom of the transmitter, the signal goes down. Now, what I'll also mention that in all microphone systems, the antenna are usually down at the bottom, and it's never recommended to hold the microphone at the bottom. Now, when it comes to guests at wedding, right? People are nervous, they're holding the microphone all over the place, so sometimes it's hard to control where someone's gonna hold the microphone. That's why it's important to have as reliable of a receiver as you can. Features like true diversity, making sure your antenna are always up and visible to try to reduce the risk of dropouts, even if someone's holding the microphone all the way at the bottom. But I think it's important for everybody, especially people doing high stakes events like weddings, to know of this risk and to try to remember to hold the microphone up top or remind guests to do that when you can. I know it's not always practical to do that. Next up, we're gonna get this thing outside and do a full range test. Here's the setup I'm gonna be using. So we got the mics, we got a power source, and then I got my speaker right here. Also guys, important to note, I'm gonna be doing 2 range tests. So one where I'm holding the mic up here, kind of normally, but then I'm also gonna be holding the mic down here, covering up the antenna. As you guys know, a lot of our clients, guests at weddings like to hold the antenna down here. You'll get a chance to see both ways and see if the range and the connectivity is affected in case a guest were to hold the microphone down here by the antenna during their speech. Right now we're going to do an auto scan first to make sure we got the best channel. Alright, so it's identified a channel. I'm going to get the mic synced up and get the range test started.
Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. I'm at the middle of the field now, by the third tree away from the park. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. I'm at kind of almost at the end of the park. The last tree here. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check. Okay, now I'm at the sidewalk, kind of at the edge of the skate park. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. I'm approaching the playground. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. I've hit the playground now. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. I can barely see the setup from back here, but I'm halfway through the playground, approaching the trash can. 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Approaching where 2 sidewalks intersect. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. I'm approaching the bathroom area. 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. I'm kind of in the 2/3 of the way through the playground now. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. I'm approaching the grass before the basketball courts. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Halfway to the basketball court. Mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2. I'm approaching the basketball court. 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. I'm in the middle of the basketball court. 1 2 3. Testing 1. And now 1 2 3. Mic check 1. Heading back to the back.
Alright everyone, I hope that went well. So this time I'm going to be holding the mic from the bottom, kind of how I see a lot of clients do it at our weddings. And let's see how the range does like that.
So here we go. Mic test, holding the mic from the bottom. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. I'm here now by the second tree from the setup. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Yeah, now I'm by the fourth tree from the setup. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. At the fifth tree away from the setup. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. I'm about halfway through the field. Testing 1 2 3, check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. I kind of changed up the grip a little bit. It's still covering the bottom of the antenna. I'm at the beginning of the skate park. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Now I'm approaching the sidewalk at the beginning of the skate park. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. I'm approaching the playground. 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Testing 2 3, mic check 3. Testing 1 2 3. Now, right at the beginning of the playground area.
I hope that video was helpful to anyone out there that's looking to upgrade their mic system. I'm definitely going to be putting these into my Lavish booth and get some real life testing at gigs next. I'm also really curious to see how it does at a wedding when some guest decides to hold it at the bottom. One other thing I'll add that really helps this microphone compared to the old PTAU-2U, you can notice that this microphone is longer than the PTU microphone. There's also a clear distinction where the antenna is on this unit versus the old PTAU-2U unit where it's all totally flush. So that makes it a lot easier for someone to want to hold a microphone from the bottom versus here where it's a bit uncomfortable, and I think naturally people will just want to hold it where you're supposed to. So I think that design choice is gonna kind of deter people from holding it at the bottom versus the old microphone design. But again, we'll see how it does when I take it out to a gig. Again, if you have any of the other microphone brands, let me know in the comments if you notice that same issue pop up with your microphones. All in all, I really love all the pro features that this microphone set comes with, especially that UHF ID feature, and then also just how premium the handheld itself is. Let me know in the comments, would you want to upgrade your microphones to this more premium option? As always guys, I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.